Resident Evil Extinction marks a significant departure from its predecessors, venturing far beyond the confines of Raccoon City. The third installment in the live-action Resident Evil franchise plunges viewers into a desolate, post-apocalyptic wasteland, where the T-virus has ravaged the world. While the film introduces more characters from the beloved video game series, it continues to diverge from the source material, forging its own distinct path. In this video, we'll delve deep into this gritty and intense world, uncovering behind-the-scenes secrets, Easter eggs, and fascinating trivia. From the challenges faced by the cast and crew to the evolution of Alice's character, we'll explore every aspect of this apocalyptic adventure. So buckle up and prepare to be transported to a world overrun by the undead. And before we begin, a usual reminder that this video will contain major spoilers. The original script for this film contained unused scenes that delved deeper into Alice's backstory. These scenes revealed that her real name is not Alice Abernathy, but rather Janice Prospero. This information was meant to be uncovered through Alice's hacking into Umbrella's files, providing a more complex and intriguing character arc. However, these scenes were ultimately cut from the final film, leaving the audience to speculate about Alice's true identity. Milla Jovovich personally designed her character's costume for Resident Evil Extinction. Through her clothing line, Jovovich Hawk, she created a striking and functional look to suit Alice's tough and resourceful persona. The costume's design incorporated elements of military and post-apocalyptic fashion, reflecting the harsh and dangerous world in which Alice operates. Before the release of the film, there were many rumors and speculations surrounding the potential introduction of Leon S. Kennedy. Rumors circulated that Jensen Ackles, known for his roles in television series like Supernatural, was being considered for the role. However, these speculations never materialized, and Leon did not appear in the film. He would, however, make his appearance in Resident Evil Retribution, played by Johan Erb. The original script had a different opening sequence. Initially, Alice was intended to discover an abandoned TV station and watch footage depicting the global devastation caused by the T-virus. This scene would have established the scale of the apocalypse and provided a platform for Alice to narrate the events. However, during script revisions, this intro was replaced with the more action-packed Desert Gang attack. While the TV station scene was ultimately cut, a remnant of it can be seen in the film where Alice's narration now begins after the title card, rather than within a specific scene. The original script for Resident Evil Extinction revealed a darker fate for Angela Ashford. It was planned that she would be killed by Umbrella soldiers shortly after the events of the second film. However, the novelization of the film offered a different perspective, suggesting that Alice, under Umbrella's control, was responsible for Angela's demise. The filmmakers made a deliberate choice this time to increase the film's level of violence and gore compared to its predecessors. This decision was made to enhance the film's apocalyptic and gritty tone, reflecting the harsh and unforgiving world in which the characters are forced to survive. The increased blood and carnage contribute to the film's intense and visceral atmosphere, creating a more impactful viewing experience. Ali Larter's casting as Claire Redfield was influenced by her strong performances in the Final Destination film series. Her ability to portray characters in suspenseful and horror-themed films made her a natural fit for the role. Larter's portrayal of Claire brought a sense of vulnerability and resilience to the character, adding depth and complexity to her journey in the post-apocalyptic world. To achieve the dramatic and intense crow attack scene, the filmmakers employed a creative approach. Only 2 real crows were used for the entire sequence. The remaining crows were added through the use of special effects, allowing for precise control over their movements and behavior. This innovative technique enabled the filmmakers to create a truly terrifying and unforgettable scene, showcasing the power of visual effects to bring a horrifying vision to life. In the Resident Evil video games, Claire Redfield is driven by a relentless pursuit to find her brother Chris. This storyline was initially planned to be incorporated into Resident Evil Extinction. as the original purpose of the trip to Alaska was for Claire looking to find her brother. However, the filmmakers ultimately decided to streamline the plot, focusing on Alice's character and the global T-virus outbreak, resulting in the removal of the Chris Redfield subplot. And the Alaskan voyage was rewritten as a quest for a safe haven from the zombie apocalypse. While this change allowed for a more action-packed and apocalyptic vision, it unfortunately deviated from the source material and missed an opportunity to explore deeper connections to the beloved video game series. Unlike its predecessors, Resident Evil Extinction was not screened for film critics. This decision was likely made in response to the overwhelmingly negative reviews received by the first two films. By avoiding critical screenings, the filmmakers aimed to mitigate potential negative press and focus on the film's box office performance. This strategy, while unconventional, allowed the film to reach its target audience without the scrutiny of professional critics. Director Russell Mulcahy's vision for this film was to depart from the dark and gloomy atmosphere of the previous films. He insisted on shooting the movie in broad daylight, using the harsh sunlight to create a stark and desolate landscape. This decision not only visually distinguished the film but also emphasized the harsh reality of the post-apocalyptic world, where survivors must endure the relentless heat and blinding light. The original script for this movie included a flashback sequence that explored the consequences of Umbrella's actions. This sequence depicted a trial at the International Court of Geneva, where Umbrella executives were being held accountable for their crimes of genocide. However, the proceedings were abruptly interrupted by an invasion of undead creatures, highlighting the global scale of the T-virus outbreak and the company's catastrophic impact on humanity. Sienna Guillory was originally intended to reprise her role of Jill Valentine. However, due to scheduling conflicts with the film Aragon, she was unable to return. As a result, the character of Jill was written out of the third installment, leaving Alice as the sole protagonist and driving force of the story. This change in the cast significantly impacted the film's narrative and the overall direction of the franchise. The iconic kukri knives wielded by Alice were inspired by Milla Jovovich's fight trainer from the previous film, Ron Balicki. Balicki suggested the use of these unique Nepalese curved knives as a signature weapon for Alice, recognizing their potential for both offensive and defensive maneuvers. The kukri knives became a symbol of Alice's strength, agility, and resourcefulness, enhancing her character and elevating her fighting style. Filming Resident Evil Extinction in the harsh Mexican desert presented significant challenges for the cast and crew. Temperatures often soared above 130 degrees Fahrenheit, 54 degrees Celsius, leading to frequent cases of dehydration. The extreme conditions pushed the limits of endurance for everyone involved. But despite the challenging environment, the filmmakers persevered, capturing the desolate and unforgiving landscape that perfectly complemented the film's post-apocalyptic setting. And that's all for part 1 of our Resident Evil Extinction fun facts. We hope you enjoyed learning some interesting and little-known secrets about the making of this controversial action horror film. In part 2, we'll be exploring even more intriguing information and secrets from behind the scenes. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. And don't forget to share it with your friends so they can join in on the fun. Until next time, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in part 2.